Hello everyone, we are doing Lab 13, Physical Activity and Health Assessment lecture. Overview, risk factors for CVD. CVD is cardiovascular disease. We're going to look at primary and secondary risk factors. Key terms are physical activity, RMR, calories, and today's lab. So primary risk factors. Primary risk factors can increase CVD risk by themselves. Primary risk factors can increase CVD risk by themselves. Types. Number 1, heredity. Heredity is a family history of CVD or CHD, which is coronary heart disease. Number 2, male. Number 3, increasing age. Men greater than 45, women greater than 55. Fourth risk factor, cigarette smoking. Continuing to the next slide, the fifth risk factor, systolic blood pressure greater than 140 over a diastolic blood pressure of greater than 90. Okay, so the fifth one is hypertension. Number 6, high cholesterol greater than 200 milligrams per deciliter. And the seventh is physical inactivity. Physical inactivity. Those are all primary risk factors. Next slide, secondary risk factors. Secondary risk factors must be combined with primary risk factor to increase cardiovascular disease risk, or CVD risk. Number 1, diabetes. Number 2, obesity. Number 3, stress. And number 4, Latino and African American ethnicities. And if you look just below number 4, it shows a star. You'll see asterisks or a star next to several of those risk factors, both primary and secondary. That star indicates the 7 modifiable risk factors, meaning that they can be changed. Next slide, physical activity. Athletic, recreational, or occupational activities that result in substantial increase over resting metabolic rate. RMR. RMR is resting metabolic rate. It is the amount of energy in kcals, or capital C calories, required to sustain the body's normal function at rest. So there's a certain amount of metabolism or energy required to sustain life. That is RMR. Next slide, calories. Basic unit of energy available from food. Basic unit of energy available from food. Next bullet point, energy cost of doing an activity. Energy cost of doing an activity. And the third bullet, often seen on food labels and display monitors of exercise equipment. Next slide, nutritional calories. Calories from macronutrients. So our macronutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Carbohydrates supply 4 calories per gram. Proteins supply 4 calories per gram. And fats supply 9 calories per gram. That should be review from the lecture, the first exercise physiology portion of lecture. The last blank is alcohol. Alcohol provides 7 calories per gram. On today's lab, you'll find this under assignments. You're going to do the health history questionnaire, CVD risk factor analysis, nutritional assessment, energy expenditure. So you're going to count for all waking hours of the day, round to 15-minute intervals. Use decimals for your time value, so it gives an example there. 15 minutes equals 0.25 hours, 30 minutes is 0.5 hours, so on and so forth. For caloric intake, if you don't have a food label that reads this, you can go to www.nat.uiuc.edu, and that will give you caloric values of foods and amounts. Use NATS version 2.0. Thank you.